If you've ever looked at your dividend portfolio and looked at that $20 or $30 that you made this month in dividends and thought, why am I even bothering? At this rate, I'll be 90 before this matters. I need you to take a deep breath. You are not doing it wrong. You've just hit the absolute hardest part of the entire wealth building journey. Charlie Munger, the legendary investor, God rest his soul, famously said the first $100,000 is a total nightmare. But for an everyday working parents like me who are balancing a full-time job, family dinners and the extracurriculars, waiting for $100,000 to feel like you're winning is a recipe for quitting. The real battle is the first $10,000. Right now, my portfolio, the Dividend Dad portfolio, is sitting just past that milestone, right around $13,000. I'm not a multimillionaire flexing a Lamborghini. I'm right here in the middle of it, with you. And today I want to show you the exact maths of why the last few thousand felt like dragging a boulder uphill, and the exact moment the physics of your money starts to shift. When you start investing, the financial industry tells you the beautiful dream of the dividend snowball. They show you graphs that look like hockey sticks. What they don't tell you is that your first 2 or 3 years of your snowball looks less like an avalanche and more like a melting slush puppy. Let's look at the raw numbers. If you have $2,000 invested in a high quality dividend growth stock or ETF, yielding an average of 3.5%, your portfolio is generating around $70 per year. That's about $5.83 a month. At that stage, your dividends couldn't even buy a single share of the fund that paid them. Every single inch of progress you make is entirely fueled by your own sweat, your own overtime hours, and what you can scrape together from the household budget. This is what I call the dead zone. It's where 80% of retail investors just like me and you throw in the towel because the effort doesn't seem to match the reward. It feels like a second job that pays pennies. But here's what is actually happening under the hood. As you can see, something beautiful happens as you clear that $10,000 mark and push towards $13,000. At a 3.5% yield, a $13,000 portfolio brings in roughly $455 a year. Now, that might still sound modest to Wall Street, but let's translate that into Main Street terms. That is $38 every single month. Suddenly, your portfolio isn't just an abstract number on the screen. It generates enough cash to completely cover your family's Netflix or Spotify subscriptions. It pays for a premium internet bill or buys 1 or 2 entirely full free fractional shares of your favourite ETF or dividend stock. And it does this every month without you having to transfer a single penny or cent from your bank account. You are no longer pushing that boulder alone. The money has finally stood up, put its working boots on, and started pushing alongside you. So, how do you keep going when the progress feels slow? You stop looking at that gap between where you are now and the $100,000. You need to break this big target down into manageable chunks called milestones, like I have here. So I've broken down my $100,000 goal into yearly milestones, and then inside that I've made monthly milestones, so I can track my progress each month. It might seem simple, but I do really enjoy ticking off those little milestones each month. It almost feels like a game. You can also look at your forward passive income. Every time you buy a share in a company that increases its dividend year after year, it's like a dividend aristocrat or a solid ETF. You're buying a tiny piece of a permanent pay rise. Quick disclaimer, I'm a dad tracking my own journey. I'm not a financial advisor, and always do your homework before you buy any asset. When you're looking at your portfolio at $13,000, don't think how far away $100,000 is. Think how much faster you're going to jump from 13 to 20,000 is going to be compared to the agonizing crawl from 0 to 5,000. The math is compounding and the wind is finally starting to catch your sails. Now I want to hear from you down in the comments. We are building this community from the ground up, completely transparently. What real world household bills does your dividend income cover right now? Is it the morning coffee run, a streaming bill, or have you cleared your utility bills? Let me know below. Hit that subscribe button if you want to watch a regular dad build a $100,000 snowball in real time, brick by brick. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.